Hey, ladies, good day to you all. I am truly honored to be here today, speaking to the most powerful force in any society, and that's like young women with dreams. My name is Chinyere Kasakwe. I am an HR professional. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I am a brand strategist, and I do quite a lot of things. And I'm grateful to God that in my journey as an entrepreneur, as a career woman, there's just been a whole lot that I have learned. There has been time where I failed, I learned to do it better, and there have been times where, of course, I did things better. So it's an honor to be here. Whether you're still in school, you're starting a business, or you're just thinking about the future, I want you to know that you have everything it takes to build something great. And, today I'm going to be talking to us about two things that can change your life. Your business, the importance of business, and branding. So before we move forward, I would just like to share, a story with us. A few years ago, there was this young lady. She was named Amaka. Okay, so she lived in a town somewhere in Delta State, Nigeria. And she loved making natural hair products. In fact, I watched Amaka, start her hair journey like down from low cut, and she tried several products that worked really amazing for her, and I saw her turn that into a business. This girl literally started that business with about 5,000 naira. Buying small containers, labeling them by hand. She sold to her friends, neighbors. But what made her really stand out was, how she treated her business, because she was consistent, she was clean, she was professional, and, always gave value. And, like she would always say that this is not just about hair, it's about helping women feel, very comfortable, confident, and beautiful in their natural hair. So fast forward, a few years later, Amaka, started shipping out her products across Nigeria, and, even gets orders from places like UK, the US, and she even employed several young women, and, she went forward to, train girls in her church. So that was how the business bloomed. And, when you take your business seriously, it's not just about becoming rich. For Amaka, I think what I saw was she started small, treated her work as a calling, and, she stayed consistent. So the question is, why does business matter? So for a lot of people, I know business is all about making money, okay? But I'll tell you that business is not just about making money, it's about solving problems and, creating value. So just think about it this way. The person who makes your clothes, that's a business. The person who styled your hair, that's a business. The person who sells food, builds up, bakes cake, does makeup, sells fabrics, they are all businesses. And a business, business is everywhere, okay? And guess what? You can even be the one creating it. So starting a business allows you to, be your own boss, make money doing what you love, create job for others, and also serve your community and make an impact. And let me add this to it, okay? Your business is not just about you, okay? For me, I see business as a part of God's plan to meet the needs of others. So when you bake cake, you're feeding someone. When you teach, you're empowering someone. When you sell a product, you're solving a problem. So don't just take your business lightly. Your business is a way that God uses to bless the world, that God uses to meet the needs of others. Treat it with purpose, treat it with passion, treat it with responsibility. It's very important. The moment you realize that the things that you do is a calling, is ministry. Now, the thing is, some persons might actually be in the wrong field, okay? And this is why it's important to work with God. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say this all the time, because for me, it has worked, and I have helped other people walk through this path of trusting God, knowing what your purpose is, and doing that thing. For a lot of you, the business that you're doing today, God spoke. Because I've actually heard people say things like, God told me to start selling eggs. Why did God tell you to start selling eggs? Is it just so you will have money? No. He wants you to meet people. He wants you to reach your world. He wants you to bless people. So this is actually beyond, beyond making money. If you start seeing your business as a calling, then you will understand and you will take it more seriously. So what you're doing right now, let's take a look at it. How did you start this business? Because I've always heard people say, oh, something told me. I was praying and God told me to do this and do that. Now let's move over to branding. Okay, let's talk about branding. For a lot of people, when we talk about branding, people just say, oh, branding is all about the nice colors, the logos, and all of that. But branding is not just about logos, it's not just about colors. Even though all of these things, make up branding, but branding is your identity. Branding is what people think about you. Branding is what, when people think about you, actually, what do they think about you? What do they say about you? So it's what people think about you when they hear your name. That is branding. So let's even break it down, okay? If I say Coca-Cola, what comes to your mind? What if I say Dangote? What comes to your mind? That is branding. So the big question is, what do people think when they hear your name? Are you known for quality? Are you known for honesty? Are you known for excellence? Are you known for creativity? Even if you don't have a business yet, you already have a brand. Your name is your brand. So build it with care, protect it like gold. Now, when we come to branding in business, let's say you start a small business, for example, selling skincare products or providing digital services. Your branding will, be the reason why people trust you, remember you, and recommend you. So here's how to actually build a strong brand. I'm just going to break it down quickly for us. How to build a strong brand. Number one, know your story. Why did you start that business? Let people connect with your passion. Number two, be consistent. Your product, your service, your communication must always match your values. Three, use social media wisely. Show up professionally, be real, and add value. Number four, deliver what you promise. That's the fastest way to actually grow a trustworthy brand. If you deliver what you promise, trust me, when you sell to one, that person rings your bell to 10 other people. And these other people, if they can trust you, they are, shouting out your name, announcing your name to others. And lastly, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be authentic, consistent, and excellent. So ladies, this is your time. The world is actually changing and Nigeria is full of opportunities, especially for women who are ready to lead. So no one is going to hand you success, but you can build it. And don't let fear stop you. Don't let society limit you. Don't let your background define your future. Your voice matters. Your ideas matters. Your business matters. So whether you want to sell clothes or whatever it is that you want to do, you want to build an app, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to become a tech queen, or just do it with boldness. One question I would like to ask you is, if time, if money, and people's criticism were not limiting factors, who will you be? What kind of business will you have? Who will you be? What will you do? And what will you have? If people, because these are the things, oh, I don't have enough people to work with me. I don't have enough money. I'm scared about what people will say about me. So if money and people's criticism, oh, I don't have the time. If you don't have the time, if you have the money and you're not bothered about what people say, what will you do? What will you have? It's a question I want you all to, ask yourself and give yourself answers. So let me leave you with this, okay? Start where you are. Use what you have and do what you can. I'm sure for a lot of you, this is not the first time you're hearing things like this, okay? But what are you going to make up your mind to do? What are you making up your mind to do even after now? You don't have to wait until you're perfect. You don't have to wait until you're rich. Start small, but think big. Think big. The Bible says, as far as your eyes can see, that he will give to you. So what are you seeing about your business? What are you seeing about your life? Just, take it step by step, grow step by step. And always remember that you are the brand. Never forget this. Your business is a part of something bigger than you. And that is God's grand design. So when you're doing anything, like the Bible says, do it as unto the Lord. Don't do it as though you're doing it to please yourself or to please your neighbors. Yes, customer service is key. Customer satisfaction is key, but do everything as unto the Lord. And trust me, when you do it as unto the Lord, your customers are pleased. Yeah, your customers are pleased. So the world is waiting for your business. Nigeria is waiting for your ideas. Rise up, ladies. Rise up. Dream big. Show up with boldness and purpose. Because you can. And you know what? I am rooting for you all. Cheers to exploits, and God bless you.